And today we have Tyler from Youth Fountain on. 1, 2, 3, go! Hey all, welcome to another episode of Punkio. I'm Tim.
I'm Tom.
I'm Ben.
And today we have Tyler from Youth Fountain on. How you doing, buddy?
I'm pretty good. How are you all doing?
Good. Yeah. I'm all good. I hope the other two are as well. Yeah. No, we're wicked. We're honoured to have you on. We really are. We're big fans of your music.
Dude, thank you for having me on. I'm stoked to be here. I love doing these kind of things, so I'm excited.
Good. For me, your EP, I've listened to about 10 times, and I swear it gets better every time I listen to it. So, well done.
I'm excited for you guys to hear the rest, because it's funny. It's funny how it's like right now on like Spotify, it's just called an EP. But like that, those are just, I guess, just because like those are just the singles off this record.
Of course.
But
Okay.
Still a shit ton more tracks to come. So.
Yeah. Have you got a date for that album or?
Yeah, November 5th.
Oh, fantastic! Can't wait.
So pretty soon.
Look forward to it. Brilliant. Sounds good to me. Okay, so I'll ask all the questions today. When did Youth Fountain start? How did it start, etc.?
I mean, okay, it's kind of a little bit of a longer story-ish, but pretty much in like 2012, after I graduated high school, I kind of like just started like a little solo project called Bedroom Talk, and I was just kind of like writing demos and stuff on like SoundCloud and YouTube, just kind of for myself, just like writing stuff because I like to write, and then actually like some of those songs that I wrote became songs on the former record, Letters to Our Former Selves, and but pretty much like I just kind of had all these songs. I didn't really take it seriously, and then later on when I was like, I think I was like 21 or 22, like back in like 2017, 2016, I started recording a little bit more seriously.
Nice.
I met my good friend Patrick. He told me how to like kind of guided me how to like record and just do everything on my laptop. So I was like, man, I have all these like old songs. I'm gonna kind of like re-record them and see how it goes. And I started doing that, and then I met Cody, and we pretty much like collaborated on another song called Grinding Teeth. And we kind of just like took it from there, and then we packaged it all as like a 2-piece band, and then we released it as Bedroom Talk, and like he kind of knew how to promote a lot better than I ever could, so he kind of like helped push the band a little bit, because I'm not really that's not really my expertise. I just kind of write music, so and then like people started liking it, and then Pure Noise picked up the project. We rebranded it as Youth Fountain, and here we are today.
Fantastic. No, as I say, it really is awesome. I mean, what are you on? 60-something thousand followers now, aren't you? 67,000 on Spotify. Cool. So yeah, pretty damn good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's humbling to see, just because I really never thought that would ever happen.
No.
Like, I have fans that actually like the music, so it's exciting. It's really cool.
Good. Ben, what were you saying, bud?
Kind of going on what you're saying here. I mean, one of the things that I noticed with you, Fountain, is this progression that you have had as a songwriter is your craftsmanship is up there as what I would say in the scene at the moment is one of the strongest.
Cool.
Talk me through. So, I mean, your process, and I know a lot of people watching, listening, you know, we're used to asking the same questions, but what advice would you give to followers and listeners about what you know now compared to when you were Bedroom Talk, and you were demo and everything, and kind of, I guess you've probably got a bit more time to write now, which I know kind of comes into it, but what sort of things that you've learned over the last sort of, especially the 5 years now?
That's a good question, man. Pretty much just like I think like what people really like about this project is maybe just because I'm like genuine with my songwriting, and like I just kind of like write how I'm feeling, and like I write from the heart really, and like emotional lyrics, but I kind of have stayed true to that. But I think in terms of like the progression, like you're saying, I think it's a thing with age too. Like I think when I was writing, when I was like fucking like 19 and 20,
Yeah,
I
of
was
course.
a little bit more naive maybe, and like a little bit like not, I don't know, I just like not as mature. I just think that there's, even on this new record, there's a lot of maturity to it. I mean, just like kind of thinking of like new ways to write kind of pop punk and emo songs, and like try to change things up a bit. And I've had like,
Yeah.
and obviously with my engineer, he helped like produce some parts, and I've had like my good friend who helped me record too. I kind of show him like demos, and he kind of tells me like, I think having like that input and like
Yeah.
being open to a constructive criticism is huge. Like I think like whenever like I don't know, I remember being a kid and starting out like just like singing and stuff and like just like not being good, and like I remember like, I don't know, just like really working on shit and just like trying your best to really improve, and listen to what people have to say. If like someone
Yeah.
thinks it's bad, then like you have to listen to them and
Of
like
course.
and try to improve. And like I think that like there's a lot of people out there that like just write stuff and they think it's good, and like maybe it's not. And like I don't know, and you got to listen to what people have to say, like why maybe it's not the best. And like I think I've really taken that. I'm super, I don't know. I don't take myself too seriously when it comes to writing music. If someone like I've listened to people and I've listened to criticism, and I try to work on that. And I think that
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
kid, and I kind of did that, and as I've like grown older, I've kind of worked on myself like that in terms of songwriting. So I think that's been a huge help too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, good answer. Good answer. Tom, you're very quiet.
No, I'm just listening to everyone and just taking it all in as such. I think one of my main things I took away from listening to your music was just the flips between pop punk and emo, and how that transition is really, really smooth between really nostalgic music and almost screaming vocals, which are really clear. And it's credit to your engineer as well. It's massively like really up there for production as well.
Totally.
Because sometimes you get with screaming tracks, right? You can get it really overpowers it. You sometimes go, oh goodness gracious, like that, and take your earbuds out because it's not balanced very well. I guess my question to you is one of the more generic ones is, when you were starting out in the scene, who were your aspirations? And now that you're, one of the bigger names in the scene, where do you align yourself to? And, who do you look up to for inspiration now?
Sweet. I mean, honestly, my biggest inspirations have always kind of been the same. I still really look up to them too. I think that like the kind of like what influenced me is the band Senses Fail. Like a huge inspiration there.
Okay,
I don't know. As a kid, I really liked them. I always like. I remember listening to interviews about like what he would talk about with songwriting, and just I write music because I like to write music, and that's what Buddy Nielsen did too. And he wrote about, and like I think it's he's been a big influence for me for sure. Also a band Less Than Jake. They're like a ska punk band, but I've always really liked them a lot. I grew up. I don't know. I grew up. My first instrument was the bass, and I always like listening to Less Than Jake. I always loved their fucking ripping bass lines.
Yeah, so, I love Less Than Jake. Yeah.
Yeah, I took a lot of influences from that. Even like in the song like Rose Colored Glass with like the fucking. I always like to have like interesting bass lines when I write shit. So
yeah,
brilliant. And like there's still influences to me. Like I still listen to them, and like the starting line. I mean, I wrote the song. The song Bedroom Talk. I named the band after Bedroom Talk. Their song.
I think they've got to be one of the most underrated pop punk bands ever. Starting line, they're just unbelievable.
They're it's weird. I feel like they are a big band. They are huge, but like they're not like Blink-182 or something like that.
Yeah.
But even speaking of Blink-182, they're a huge influence as well.
Yeah. Cool.
I am and Thomas, like you said, like they're even like from back then, it's still the same. Like these bands still influence me. I don't know. I think that's that. I would say those are my main ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there another question there though? I feel like I'm missing something.
No, it was mainly around that. I think that the question was just understanding the influences going up, and then when you are now, what influences you now?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was where would I put myself kind of now in the terms of, like the similar kind of bands, right? That's kind of what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I mean, judging by like maybe like Apple Music and like Spotify would they like say if you like similar bands, like you would like this band, you know?
Yeah.
I think we kind of fits in the pocket of like maybe like similar to like Seaway and I think Trophy Eyes. I really like them too. They're an influence to me. Trophy Eyes is good. There was something else. There's the Canadian band called Cold Front. Kind of has a similar vibe. I can't even really think about them right now. But people say people say that I sound like Trash Boat. They're from the UK.
They're amazing band, yeah.
I got some vibes.
I can get that. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
I don't really see it too much, but like, or hear it too much, but people have said that multiple times, and I'm like, okay, sure. I don't know, but them, I kind of guess we fit in a similar pocket.
Yeah.
So I think there are some new-ish upcoming bands that I do take influence from, but it's still those like nostalgic bands that really, I think that like people hear that in the music too. I've seen comments being like, this sounds like nostalgic, and I think that's why, is because I write stuff that kind of I feel like would be back in the mid 2000s.
Yeah. Ben, what were you saying, bud?
I was going to say, I think the thing is with bands like Trash Boat and stuff, the vocals are so. Us Brits, we all have very British singing voices, unless we try and Americanise ourselves. And I think with Trash Boat, it is sometimes difficult because I have this, and I'm trying to compare bands to other bands, and you think they're so British. Can I compare American bands? And it's one of the things I applaud Trash Boat for. There is obviously a lot of UK bands that will try and Americanise their voice because I guess in a way America is such a big market that they feel.
Yeah.
Trash Boat, off their newest album, like he sounds extremely British. So I can understand why you struggle to see that because it's
Yeah, and I mean it's funny when people say that I sound like him when like I don't sound British.
Their new stuff is so different though.
Yeah.
Completely different genre of music, really, in a sense, from their older stuff.
A lot of bands, for some reason, are like that are like were pop punk or emo, like are like escaping from that, and like it's kind of weird. I'm like I get maybe they just like maybe because there's like a weird kind of like immature stigma with being a pop punk band, and like when you're labeled as a pop punk band, no one kind of maybe takes you like seriously or something like that. But like I don't know. I'm not gonna talk shit about anything, but
no.
I just prefer the more like I just like pop punk shit and emo shit. And I just like that kind of stuff.
Don't we all?
When I hear like things that are super experimental, I'm like, this is strange. But like I don't know. I'm sure there's lots of people that fucking like would find a band that was pop punk and now they're like experimental rock or like fucking just like just straight up rock that like they changed a little bit, that would be like, I love the new stuff way more than their older shit. Like I don't know. Music's subjective, so whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, Bring Me the Horizon are probably one of those perfect examples, really. I mean, they started off as deathcore. Now they're popcore, if you want to call it that, really.
I feel like maybe they're doing that because like maybe like it's just like more people, I guess, like the top 40 music is like, you know, people like pop music.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of don't blame them. Like if they want to like kind of make a career and make money and like actually
whatever,
survive in this economy, then that's your like thing that you do. Maybe it is the thing to do, but
I massively respect them for doing it. Yeah. But
maybe one day you'll see you found maybe. I don't know. Knock on wood.
Yeah, Tyler, look, we've spoke about other bands, but I'm really, really interested in hearing about you, your future, where you're going to take.
Yeah, dude.
I just want to know about you, really, and where you.
We'll cut to that bit now.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like the future of the band so far, like, I don't know. I'm just kind of taking it as it goes. I'm gonna probably focus on writing again, like pretty soon, maybe in like the new year as well. But I don't know. I'm just kind of taking it as it goes. I'm waiting for like a I don't know, like a tour opportunity to come our way in the new year. But I mean, I am coming to the UK in February
Sweet.
with Corey Wells,
Oh,
so maybe I'll see a few
amazing.
guys there somewhere. I don't know. I think we're playing
Definitely
in
try.
I don't know whereabouts in the UK. UK's I mean, it's not as big as Canada, but I'm sure it's a larger country. So,
it's fairly large, but it's not as large as many places. I'm sure we can convene in one location where you are. We'll just hold signs up at the back and just be like, "We're here, remember us?"
All I know is that I am playing London.
Brilliant.
That's the place. We know London.
We know London, yeah.
And I know that is definitely in the UK.
Definitely
Are you
is.
sure? Are you sure? There could be a London in Ontario, from what I remember.
Yes.
I could,
at least I think.
Yeah. My girlfriend lives in America. She's lives in Oklahoma.
Oh, great.
And she's amazing. And she's one of the most intelligent people I have ever met until I quit Europe. On the spot now, I've just thought of a very spontaneous game to ask you. Okay. I'm going to ask you. I'm just going to do 3 countries, and all I want you to tell me is if they are in the United Kingdom. Okay.
Okay.
So first of all, we'll start nice and easy. England, is it in the United Kingdom?
Yeah. Wait, no. England's a country. It's not a city. So.
Go on. Yeah. I'll let you carry.
It's a part of the UK.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, wicked. She's gonna kill me when she watches this back. By the way, so Spain.
Spain is a part. No, it's not. It's a country. I know, and like it's around the France and kind of on that border.
Yeah.
It's
good enough.
it's not a part of the UK.
No.
I'm literally smashing her out the park right now. Just letting you know.
Calling her out, mate. All right. Do you want a shovel?
We can't hear you very well, Ben.
Oh, you can't hear me?
No. Can now. It's all right now.
There we go. Right. I also want to point out as well to anyone watching that anyone in Europe is absolutely useless when it comes to US states. So we
yeah.
Oh, I was terrible at it. I mean, after I toured though, I got used to it. But like when I was, I mean, they're right underneath me, and I was just like, I don't really know. I don't know how there's so many fucking states.
For a clean sweep, Northern Ireland. For a clean sweep, if you can get 3 out of 3, Northern Ireland, is it in the United Kingdom?
Oh, Northern Ireland. Oh, well, I'm gonna say this feels like a trick question because I know that the UK. It's not. I'm gonna say it is. I'm gonna say it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it is.
The reason it was a trick, you've got Northern Ireland, which is, and you've got the Republic of Ireland, which is not.
To the south of it, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
3 for 3, which means you're 3 times the person that my girlfriend is.
Jesus Christ. No, Jesus, mate. Dig yourself a hole.
yeah, that is.
Brilliant.
You're gonna be in shit, dude. Damn.
Well done. I'm proud. I feel like
there we go.
Bad moment right there. So,
say,
all right.
Anyways, whilst we recover from Ben getting into the doghouse to work out where he's sleeping tonight, what are your favourite songs at the moment that you listen to? Give us 3 of your favourite songs, Tyler.
Oh man. Okay, well I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna look on my phone and see my top played.
Cool. Go for it. I'll tell you what. Let's all do it. Come on.
I can't because I'm using my phone for Zoom. So,
okay.
Actually, I will be able to. Don't worry. I've got an iPad somewhere.
Thank you. Playlists. Where is it? Top 25 most played. Okay. I listen to a lot of Nothing Nowhere. So Nightmare by Nothing Nowhere.
Great track.
Honestly, I'm also gonna say their new song, "Pieces of You." That song's really good. I was listening to it a lot.
Nice.
There's a few more.
What's the playlist called on Spotify again? Where, like,
repeated. It's
repeated. That's the one. Yeah, repeat weekly. On repeat.
Oh, the new Heart Attack Man, Pitch Black's really good. That single that came out the same time as Youth Fountain as well on the for Scavenger. They released a new single called Pitch Black, and that song is really fucking good. So I'm going to say that, Nothing Nowhere. And just because, I'm going to say I've listened to this, I don't know, I've listened to the newish 2018 Alkaline Trio released a record called Is This Thing Cursed? And I don't know why, but I'd say their song I Can't Believe. That song is really fucking good. I've been listening to that record a lot. But yeah, so those are my top 3 for sure.
Okay. Ben, go on, what are yours?
Go on. And this is quite funny. Because we've been talking about already. So my top is Alone in a Room Full of People by Black Bear. I think Black Bear's new EP is phenomenal. I think he's really stepped his game up as well. I love the fact that you said Nothing Nowhere as well.
Oh yeah.
Nowhere is, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Guy, talented like group as well. So my second one is Trash Boat, Alpha Omega. So Trash Boat are in there.
There you go.
They're British. You got to give me a British band.
You got it.
The third one is, interestingly, well, pretty obvious from what my newsletter was last week, but Mum Jean's new single, What's Up?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm a massive Mum Jean's fan. I think the way that band are going is just in the right direction. So, yeah, they are my top 3 that I've been... and interestingly, number 8 on my playlist. Now, bear it in mind, I have Spotify on 24/7 with work. And stuff.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Scavenger by the fantastic Fountain. Number 8.
Oh, wow.
I can beat you on that. I'll do mine now, so I can beat you. So you're number 4 on mine, Tyler. New Fact is Scavenger number 4. But I've got It Never Stops by 2 Year Break being my number 1. 1999 by Settle Your Scores being number 2. And Patched Up Heart by Two Eyes Open and Elion Melody for number 3.
Oh, sweet. I don't really know many of those bands, but maybe I'll check them out. What kind of music is it?
So 2 Year Break, Tom, what would you say? Kind of alternative pop,
I would say they're
punk,
very
rock.
similar to yourself, actually, because what they do right now is it's pop punk, but they've evolved into being more Enter Shikari emo orientated, especially if you look at Bit Bright, Lovin' Every Day, those kind of tracks where it's quite heavy stuff. One of their recent tracks they collabed with Charlie Simpson from Busted / Fight Star, which I fucking love. I think that's an amazing thing. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, you said Enter Shikari, and I'm instantly interested.
Best band ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ben, when you were saying they're bands that aren't afraid to be British, or like this thing like like when bands like don't Americanize their voice, or maybe it was Tim that said that, but I don't know. Enter Shikari for me is that band, and they do it really fucking well.
They do indeed.
About Shikari is the fact that they did what they did, and to be honest, they haven't been mimicked. There's not many artists that I would say like Enter Shikari, whereas even back in their heyday, when Bring Me the Horizon were doing what they were doing, they weren't at the forefront. They weren't an original death band. They did it so well, but there was loads of bands around them. But Enter Shikari took a formula that works, took a style of music that works, and just honed it. And I genuinely thought we were going to have a whole industry. Shikari, Shikari tour. It's really interesting to see that they weren't mimicked.
I think because just like they're too their own thing and almost like too good. You can't really like replicate them. If you do, it just sound fucking weird. It probably just wouldn't be the same. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Defo.
Entirely what you mean. I'm just going to jump in with mine just before we move on.
Go on.
I spent a lot of well, I'm not going to use my current ones because I'll use the ones that I found out yesterday, and I sent a load to you guys. So the first 2 are actually Ice Nine Kills' new track. I'm just in love with that whole album. Hips to be Scarred, because the music video is exceptional in my opinion, and I get totally down for that. And I think it's The Shower Scene it's called.
Yes.
That was one that was suggested on a TikTok yesterday for me to go and check out. And then Wage War, their new track, and it's just incredible. Circle the Drain and Teeth are up there, and then Lovin' Every Day by 2 Year Break is still up there. And I think just to add some balance in there, a bit Eden's like electric kind of, I wouldn't even call it acoustic, but it's I don't even know how to describe it. EDM, I think is the way you describe it.
Oh, it's okay. I see.
Yeah,
it's like
chill EDM.
Yeah, it's like Black Bear, but not, because he did some stuff with Black Bear. He's done some stuff with Jeremy Zucker and a few other people, but it's that kind of vibe, and it's quite electronic. It's really, really good. If you're into that kind of stuff and you want to just chill out and listen to some really, really good electronic music, I certainly recommend him. He's from Ireland, so his vocals are exceptional. And I don't just say that because...
I was gonna say, I listen to majority of times when I'm like when I'm like working or doing like just hanging out, I put on like lo-fi stuff. Yeah. So if it's anything kind of like that, or just like stuff that's just like chill like that, then I'm into it.
Definitely, it's all good. Yeah. Right, well I tell you what, we'll jump into my game, and I've called it Tim's lyrics or 2000s pop punk lyrics. So it's either lyrics I've written or pop punk lyrics from 2000s. So are you ready? Tom, keep the scores. You're the scorer. Because you're the scorer in every single thing. You're the scorer.
Fine,
so
I'll
that's
be
just
the scorer,
it's your job. Right. Okay. Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the first one. To him, you're just another heart for him to break. So get out now. It's not too early. So to him, you're just another heart for him to break. So get out now. It's not too early.
I'm going to say that is a lyric.
I'm going to go with it's a lyric.
I'm also going to say it's a lyric, and I feel like that's like an Olivia Rodrigo kind of vibing lyric as well.
Okay, shall I go for the answers one by one each time, or like after?
Go for it. Hold on, I need to use the back of my notebook now to keep a track of the scoring. Sorry, I'm not very professional.
Okay, so those are my lyrics that I wrote back in 17 years ago.
Fucker.
Hey. But
Tim, you're not getting a point for this.
That isn't. Would that be mid 2000s? No, that's no. I can't do math.
That would be 2000. Well, 17 years ago. So whatever that is, like 2003, 2002, something like that.
That is mid 2000s, so it does count.
Yeah, it does count. It's alright. I'm 34, so it's alright. You can work that out. Okay, next one.
A point for that one, or we not? I don't know how we're doing the scoring. Is it just?
No, don't give me any points. Sorry, Ben.
Oh, thank God for that.
I think we should all get a point for that, and I think that you should explain the rules a little bit clearer. That it's basically a 2000 pop punk song that had been released, or a Tim lyric that had sat in his notebook for 17 years. And I think
so that's actually a released song. But...
Well, wait, so it's been released, so we get a point. 1 point every.
Fine. Fine. Well, lyrics I've written, okay, or a pop punk lyric. Fine, whatever.
Okay. So they're either Tim's lyrics or pop punk lyrics, all right?
Yes.
We'll just call it like that.
Correct.
Is it a Tim or a tune?
Tim or a tune. I like that. There you go.
That lyric sounded like it would be something, though. Yeah. Like, I'm like, fuck, dude, that was good, man.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. Right, Tom, what are you doing? For God's sake.
I'm putting a kaleidoscope on for the rest of this.
Okay, next one. Don't fall asleep. We don't want to miss a moment, because tonight might be the best night of our lives.
I really don't know. I'm going to say it is. I don't know.
Can you repeat the lyric again?
Don't fall asleep. We won't miss a moment. Sorry, don't fall asleep. We don't want to miss a moment, because tonight might be the best night of our lives.
I'm just going to say it is. I don't know.
Don't fall asleep. I feel like that's like some cheesy acoustic.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's by one of my.
Tune.
It's by one of my favourite ever pop punk bands. So I put this up on the last episode, guys. Band called Everyday Sunday, and a song called Best Night of Our Lives.
There you go. I get a point. I got it right. I said it was.
Sorry, Ben.
The great thing about this bit of the quiz is that now Tim will give us a rendition of how it goes, and he'll sing.
Yeah.
No. No, happening.
We still need to work on that bit.
Okay, right. Number 3.
You get a point.
That you all get points. Yeah. Woo. Okay. I've been running for so long for all these years. There's not much point in holding back the tears.
I'm gonna say that isn't. I'm gonna say that's not. That's one of your lyrics.
So you're saying that's one of my lyrics?
I'm gonna say it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna go opposite. I think we need to split this up. I'm gonna say it's a lyric.
I'm going to go for a Tim over a tune.
Okay. It's by MXPX, and You Walk, I Run. Brilliant. Okay. Next one. Take a ticket to the skies above. Up so high, you'll fall in love.
Oh, that's a Tim lyric.
That's a Tim lyric.
That's Tim.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Darn it. Okay, but this has got to be one of the greatest songs ever brought out. And if you don't know it, I'll be surprised.
So this is a Tim lyric, everyone. This is a Tim lyric.
Yeah. So I've just told you what it is. Yeah. So Andy's got posters on the wall of all the girls he wished she was, and he means everything to her.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what song that is. I don't know why. But it is a lyric, you said.
It is. So... Yeah, I did say that, but yeah.
I mean, the host is giving us points now.
I am. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
Well, it is. I know this song as well.
I don't know it.
And he's got posters on his wall.
Oh, it's American Hi-Fi, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Flavour of the week.
I'm getting 2 points for that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give myself 2 points.
I'll give you that.
Thank
yeah,
you.
that was the idea for that last one. But yeah, I did 5. I didn't want to do too many more because it can take ages, these games sometimes. So,
well,
but,
according to my book, we're all on a tiebreaker.
Okay, I need to think of one more then, don't I?
Yeah.
What can we do for the tiebreaker?
Bar Tyler, it's between you and you, Ben, because I gave myself 2 points for guessing American Hi-Fi Flavour of the Week, and the host agreed. So therefore, it's 4 and 4.
Oh.
Okay, right. I'm going to say, where are these lyrics from? So, hang on.
Please say it's, where are you? And
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I know this one. That is all-time low with I Feel Like Death.
That's it. Seems like each time I'm with you, I lose my mind because I'm bending over backwards to relate.
Oh, some pretty one.
Ah! I literally was saying it.
There you go.
In 2D.
That's it.
I already said that.
That's one that I could get. Those are easy for me, but all the other ones, I'm like, what the fuck are these today?
There you go.
Tyler,
American Hi-Fi? I don't even know. I don't even think I've ever heard of them.
American Hi-Fi was a fantastic band back in the day. I mean, the only reason why I knew that was because they name dropped their band name in the Flavour of the Week music video, because it's just a guy and he's going through a list of bands and he goes, American Hi-Fi? And I'm like, clearly that's your band name then. It didn't fit with any of the other ones.
There we go. Yeah, sorry for fucking up on the last one there, but yeah.
Interestingly, American Hi-Fi have just released, I think, well, I say just released, the COVID's made everything feel like everything's just happened.
Yeah.
During the start of COVID, they released a cover EP and it's absolutely phenomenal. And I haven't listened to that band since like the early 2000s. And they've got like covers of Madness and all sorts of different things on there. And they're still a solid band. They never really, Tyler, they never really blew up big. Flavour of the Week was the one-hit wonder song.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's basically American Hi-Fi. If you check them out, they're quite a good band. So.
Sweet. Yeah. I'll give them a listen then after this. I'll put them on when I'm working.
Yeah. Definitely. Sweet. But yeah, there you go. That was my game.
That was fun.
I screwed it up, but I did it.
It's fine. Don't worry. We won't hold you accountable. Not with the guest live anyway.
Oh dear. No. Okay. True. There we go. But yeah. Anything else you guys want to cover, chat about quick?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's about... Oh, wait. Go on. No.
I was going to ask you, so the one question I always love asking bands, and just to kind of keep this brief for the final bits, is if you could headline a festival and have 3 acts supporting you no matter what they are, and you could cater that festival with whatever food you like, what are your 3 bands? And what's your food?
I don't know about headlining, because I feel like if I pick these bands, no one will stay for...
You're the best band in the world right now.
Best band in the world right now, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Then fuck yeah. Maybe like, okay, well, I'll just pick, I don't know, Census Fail, Less Than Jake, The Starting Line, and I headline, and the catering food is like fucking, I don't know, like fucking like fucking steak and lobster and shit like that.
Nice.
Like double baked potatoes and like just a fucking solid ass like gourmet 5-star.
What fucking festivals are you going to? We get pizzas and shit. You're there going, oh, I do apologise, my lobster tartare.
Yeah, that's what I want.
And he's Less Than Jake.
Yeah.
We get pizza and chips and probably pissed on while we're getting our pizza.
Yeah.
This is also true. You would be like, oh my gosh, the champagne. We'll be like, is that what I think it is in my glass?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is all theoretical and make believe, so I'm just gonna say that.
Well, 2 years time when you're headlining your festival and you go, well, we've released steak and lobster as our caterer. I will certainly be looking forward to attending that.
Yes. Agreed.
Yeah.
There we go.
One day.
Awesome. Well, on that note, we'll start to close off. But any shout-outs you want to do at all, Tyler?
I don't know. I'll shout out the Punkio podcast. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me on here.
No, you're very welcome.
It's been a good time, and just thank you for the opportunity. I'm super stoked to do this kind of stuff, and it's great meeting you all. And maybe I'll see some of you guys on the UK run with Corey Wells in February. Because it'd be
Definitely
good to see you
try
guys.
to see you. Yeah, 100%. I'd love to come meet you. We'll definitely try and organise that. Sweet.
I'll be there with a sign.
Yes.
It's me, Thomas.
I'll be like, I've got steak and lobster.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
it.
be like, what the fuck is that in the background? I'd be like, your steak and lobster.
In the bag.
It's in the bag, mate.
No, man.
Brilliant.
Well,
There we go.
Since it's in the UK, if you just give me fish and chips instead, I'll be equally as stoked.
Cool. That's all right then.
What a compromise.
There we go. On that note, we'll leave it. So massive thanks for coming on, Tyler. Take care, pal.
Oh yeah. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Peace.
mate.